Okay, in this lecture, we are going to learn the basics of animation. We're gonna start with this file, this file, this file, this file, and this file, and we are going to try to make this animation. It's very simple, and we're also going to try to export it as a GIF and make an animated image. It goes on a loop. Okay, go to Photoshop. First thing we need to open file 1, just like this. We need to bring all the elements we need from file 2 to file 5, just like that. Reduce the size of the tree, click on commit. This is the burnt tree. We put them on top of each other, and they must have a similar size. Just like that. Now the dragon, we reduce the size of the dragon. We put it right here. And now the fire, we make a rotation. We reduce the size. No, we don't reduce the size. We need a big size. The fire must cover the entire tree. We rotate just like this. We make it look like it's coming out of the mouth of the dragon, just like this. I think it looks good. And then commit. Now we have all our elements. We're gonna first of all try to we're gonna rename all these layers. Fire to avoid confusion later on. This is dragon. This is the burn tree. And this is green tree. Okay. To create an animation in Photoshop, we need to click Windows, no, Window, and then go to Timeline. And now we have this box, and then click on Create Video Timeline. And now we have this. We can see all the layers right here. They are here, and there is a timeline. There is a play button, and it goes from 0 to 5 seconds. First thing we're gonna do, click here, set timeline frame rate. We're gonna set it to 24 images per second. This is the frame rate. Okay, we can make this bigger. First thing we need to do, we need to do this, shorten the dragon layer. We can zoom in the timeline by clicking this button. We can zoom out by clicking this button. We're gonna zoom in, and the dragon in the timeline, we want it to last only a third of a second. You see there's a second. We can zoom out. A second, 1 second. This is a third of a second. We're gonna put it here. The dragon, it lasts only third of a second. We're gonna create a group. We're gonna put the dragon inside the group. We're gonna rename the group dragon. Now we have the folder here, we have the group. We open it and we see the layers inside. We're gonna duplicate. We click Alt, make a copy, and we're gonna move it just like that to the right. We're gonna Alt another copy, move it to the right just like that, and another copy and move it to the right. Now we have 4 dragons just like this. They all start at 1 second, okay, and then they disappear, they appear, they disappear. What we are going to do now, we're gonna change the position of the dragon layers one by one, and we're gonna put them in order like this. Now if we play, see the result we get. Once again, play. Now the dragon is moving. I think you get the idea, image by image. That's what animation is. You put images in a certain order and it creates the illusion of movement. So now the movement of the dragon is finished. We're gonna zoom out. We're gonna make this longer. That way the dragon doesn't disappear after reaching this point. Now it stays here. It doesn't move for 5 seconds. No, not for 5, for 4 seconds. Okay? It moves at the beginning, then for 4 seconds it stays there. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna change the fire in the timeline. The fire only needs to start here. We don't need the fire in the beginning because there's no fire. And we want it to last about 1 second. That's about 1 second. So the dragon comes, it spits fire, then it stops. We can make it even longer. Dragon comes, spits fire, and then the tree must be burned. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the cursor here. After the fire disappears, we see the burned tree. So we're gonna reduce the time of the burned tree and it only starts here. We're gonna do the same thing but in the other direction for the green tree. Now look, the dragon comes, spits fire, the green tree disappears, and now we see the burned tree. So it comes, spits fire, burns the tree, and that's it. We're gonna reduce the size of the timeline from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. And we're gonna play, we're gonna see what type of result we get. I think it looks good and this is what we wanted. Now we need to export. We need to create a video, export it to a video. We click this button, render video. Wait some time. These are the settings. We're gonna keep the name file1. Okay, what else? The format, this is the right format. Okay, the location, I'm gonna put it in the desktop and then click on render. We go to the desktop and we see our file, the video file. We open it and we find it here. This is exactly the result we wanted. And it looks good. What we are going to do now, we're going to export the same file, but not to video format. We're going to export it to GIF format, GIF or GIF. I don't really know which one is the correct. Go to File, Export, Save for Web. Save for Web. Make sure GIF is selected. What else? Click on Save. Choose the location. Well, I'm gonna put it in the desktop. And I think it's finished. Yes. We go to the desktop and we find it here. We open it. And there you go. The exercise now is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.